Hey guys, and welcome to today's first impressions video, the video game series in which we look at a game that has just been released and I give you my first thoughts and impressions on it. Today we're looking at Tram Sim Munich, which is a tram simulator. It looks to be the third in the series and is incredibly detailed. I recently played Tram Sim World and got equally as confused as I did on this. As much as I love these games and want to play them, I generally feel that if you are very beginner to this sort of thing or don't really know your way around it, and in the case of this game, don't know German, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle a lot. As always, we'll look at the options and then we'll jump right into the gameplay. And full disclaimer, I didn't get very far, and I can't work out if it's because I'm being stupid or the game is actually broken. So we're going to go in and I will be looking at the tutorial for this to try and show you what I mean. But let's jump into the options first and see what they've got to offer. Settings. I'm very happy to say that they've got quite a few here, as you'd expect from a well-established sim. We've got all your audio here. Again, the audio is pretty much all in German, and you can select the language that you want the game to be in, but that is purely text only for things like the tutorial. Everything else is all in German, so I generally have no idea what I'm doing because I can't speak German. It'd be nice, although this is a simulator, if you could change it so that you knew what you were pressing inside the cockpit at least. Outside of that, you've got your graphics options. You can change your field of view on the cockpit. You can, have the tram dirt on if you want. Shadow quality, display mode, resolution, brightness, VSync, FPS limit, all that good stuff. There's a lot here. It's nice to see. What would be nice is if there was a bar underneath to show that I'm on the highest option, but that's just me being very nitpicky. Then you've got the AI options, so you can have more or less pedestrians, maximum tram quantity, so you can increase that or decrease that and have busier lines. You can have car traffic on as well, and then the volume there. Gameplay options, driver head movement, mouse speed, warning, all that good stuff. Joystick emergency brake active. Seems pretty legit, although like I say, there's a massive issue with the game that I can't seem to work around. Doesn't seem to have controller support either, which is a bit of a shame. Like, I feel like maybe with a controller, using things like the driver lever and stuff would be a little bit easier, but you're generally in the cockpit just pressing buttons, so it's not really a huge need for that. And then your controls. Okay, so you've got your active device, you've got all of that. Everything looks rebindable, which is good to see. Yeah, there's a lot here you can do, which is nice. I don't know whether that means that I'd be able to, I've not really looked into them, it's just seen that it is sort of like rebindable, but I don't know whether there'd be a button that I could press for the thing that I'm having struggle with. Might be worth looking into if you're playing this game. But that's a roundup of the options. Let's jump into the actual gameplay and I'll show you the issue I'm having. Feel free in those comments to let me know that it is either an issue with the game or I've done something wrong or I've missed a step or something. Because I genuinely don't know. But let's jump into it and we'll have a look. Alright, here we are in the cockpit. Now, graphics wise, it looks very, very good. It looks very detailed. There's, the pedals, you've got wear and tear on your tram. It looks like it's not something brand shiny new. It's been used. There's a lot of detail here, which I can appreciate. Obviously, every button, everything works in. You can zoom in and zoom out. You can reset the camera anytime by pressing space. So the tutorial's good in that you can't move on to the next step of the tutorial until you've done the first step. I will say that loading times are quite bad. It does take a long time to load in, even to just a bog standard tutorial. And then when you start a new game, because like I say, I couldn't get past the tutorial, I started a new game, it didn't actually make you go into this whole startup nonsense. It just put you in a tram that was already started up. It was really odd. It's like you're making me do a tutorial for something that the game apparently doesn't make you want to do. It's really strange. Like, it's good to know, but it also feels like you don't really need it. Anyway, we're going to continue going through. You've got your different cockpits here, and then you get a startup guide to the left. Now, this is where I start to struggle, because I can follow the instructions, but I don't know what they are. It'd be nice if they are going to keep it realistic and have, you know, these the actual names in German or whatever. It'd be nice if in brackets on the tutorial, because it's not voiced, it's just purely read, would be in brackets to say what the switch is actually for, right? So it'd be nice if it was like, oh, this is this switch and this is the power, or this is the electric lines. Just something to give you more of an indication. But you follow the step. It's quite finicky as well. You've got to use your mouse and sort of like turn it, which is why I say maybe a controller would be a little bit easier, because you could hold the button and then move your analog stick, for example. It would be smoother. So you do that, and then you've got to right click to be able to click on the next thing. It's not automatic. So we've done that. We've moved it into the green. If the voltmeter is in the green area, the key switch must be removed in order to carry on. Done. Then you move on. And then this is another weird thing, because it tells you to move it, but it doesn't tell you which direction to move it. So I don't know if I'm doing it right. And the problem is that it switches back. It doesn't stay there. So I don't know if I've done this right or not, or if I've got to move it to AB and then AUF or what. It doesn't tell me which direction it should be in. It just tells me I should move it, and then it instantly cuts back. So we've done that. We switched on. And the realist, I can't even pronounce half these words. To ein to begin the startup process. So that is this one, and we move it there. And then this is where it gets a bit tricky. So we've got to put our key in there and move it to the I position. And then once we've done that, it will ask me to move this to the side like that. And then this is where it breaks on me every time. It tells me to move this lever all the way back to me, but I can't. It won't move. And I've tried switching to different camera angles to see if I can get it to work there, but I genuinely can't. Like, this lever will not move, and I think that's my issue. Now, I don't know if it's because I've gone to AUF instead of AB, or if I've done something wrong in these other steps, although following the directions I've been given, I haven't. But what's weird is it will still allow me, even though I've left it there, to carry on. And then release the thingy, turn on to the left on the driver's console. On the left side, red status indicator goes out. All parking brakes are released. The vehicle is now ready to go. So I want this one like that, right? And that is it started up, and it says it's ready to go. But again, I haven't moved yet. Also, I had some issue with this console the first time I did it as well. It wouldn't let me type anything, and I don't quite know why. And again, when you load into the game, this has all been done, and it's just a panel that's full of information that I have no idea what it says, because it's all in German. So we're just going to type in 1, 2, 3, 4 here, and click OK, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we want 2802. Seems simple enough. And then we want to select 28. Okay. And then it tells you to turn that on, like so. And then it tells you about the drive lever again. And this is where I got stuck last time, because the drive lever will not move. So you can't go anywhere. And it won't move when I start a new game. It won't move now. It won't move. And I don't understand. And I can't work out if it's a bug or if I've done something wrong, because the game doesn't tell you. Like, there's certain things that you can push and press, and it doesn't seem to really do anything. I've reset everything back to like 0 and done it again. Like, yeah. So as it stands, I don't know if I'm stupid or if the game's broken, and as a result, my first impressions of this game are really bad. Because the game has said with the tutorial that I've done everything correct, yet I clearly haven't. And what's interesting is that the image here, that is set to default. And then if you do move this, you get another option showing you that you've got to move it. You get a second page, look, here. That only appears if I've put this all the way down to whatever this says, right? So you click on this, and it just tells me to put the key in the position it's already in. So I am really, really confused by this game. It looks amazing. The tram looks incredible. You've got all the detail and everything. But as an English person who doesn't speak that much German, and with a drive lever that is apparently stopping me from playing the game, I genuinely don't know. So, my first impressions of this game are not amazing because I can't play it. I feel stupid. I feel frustrated. I've been at this for nearly an hour now trying to get this to work, and I still haven't gone anywhere. I've tried going into a new game to just do that, and like I say, I go into a new game, complete a new station, everything's already been set up for me, and yet I still can't move the drive lever. So, if you're the developers of this game, please tell me what I'm doing wrong. Or, if you've already bought this game because it came out on the 4th of November, please, please, please let me know in the comments down below if I'm being genuinely stupid or if the game's broken. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Ciao, ciao.